What if I told you that you could shave 10 years off of your mortgage without making a huge salary or winning the lottery? Most Canadians believe they're locking into 25 to 30 years of payments, but that's not the full story. In today's video, I'm breaking down the most effective strategies for paying off your mortgage early and saving tens of thousands in interest. And yes, we're talking about Canadian mortgages in 2025. With new down payment rules, high interest volatility, and tighter housing market, this is more relevant than ever. So let's face it, owning a home in Canada has never been more expensive. Mortgage rates went up, then down, then they held, and with prices still sky high, lots of people feel stuck. Most banks and lenders don't exactly rush to help you pay things off faster either. In fact, they profit the longer that you stay in debt. So you might be wondering, is it even worth trying to pay off my mortgage faster? And the answer is yes, if you know how to work the system. And most of that starts with understanding how your mortgage is structured. So let's start with the foundations, your amortization schedule. That's the plan that breaks down how much of your mortgage payment goes towards interest versus principal over time. In the early years, the bank takes a huge chunk in interest. That's why the balance barely moves, even if you're making regular payments. But as time goes on, more of the payment starts chipping away at the actual mortgage balance. Now, there's two simple strategies to flip that in your favor: accelerated payments and prepayments. Let's tackle the first one. Accelerated bi-weekly payments means that you make one extra payment per year. That doesn't sound like much, but it cuts years off of your mortgage. On a $500,000 mortgage, you could save closer to $49,000 in interest and be mortgage-free 6 years sooner. The second tool, lump sum prepayments. Most lenders let you pay up to 15% of the original mortgage amount every year without penalty. Even adding a few $1,000s at tax return time or bonus season can drastically shift your timelines. Combine those two strategies and you're building equity faster, paying way less interest and freeing up your income years ahead of schedule. Okay, so let's get tactical. You've heard people say make an extra payment before, but how exactly do you do that in a way that fits life and doesn't leave you cash strapped? Let's walk through it. First, increase your regular payment amount by 10%. Most lenders let you do this at least once a year without penalty. That's an extra $200 a month. Over the next 5 years, it adds up to $12,000 towards your principal and can save you $6,000 in interest. Second, set up a lump sum plan. This isn't just wishful thinking. Look at your year. Do you get a tax refund, a bonus? Even $3,000 a year matters. That $3,000 alone can reduce your amortization by nearly a full year if repeated annually. Third, automate it. Set your payments to bi-weekly accelerated and round up your amount. If your payment is $927 a month, round it up to $950. You won't even miss it. It's the small stuff compounded that does the heavy lifting. And remember, if your income grows, grow your payments with it. Every time that you get a raise, increase your mortgage payment. This doesn't just pay off your mortgage early, it builds discipline, equity, and financial security. So why don't people actually pay off their mortgage early? It's not because they can't, it's because of the myths that stop them from trying. So let's clear those up. Myth number one, it's not worth it because you'll lose the mortgage interest deduction. That's American thinking. In Canada, your mortgage interest isn't tax deductible unless it's part of a specific strategic plan like the Smith maneuver. Myth number two, you'll miss out on better returns if you invest instead. Sure, maybe, but paying down your mortgage is a guaranteed return, usually 5 to 6%, and that's risk-free. Think of it like this. Paying off debt is reversed investing. You're saving the future you from having to pay more interest. And myth number three, I can't afford extra payments. But if you're already spending money on lattes, subscriptions, or upgrades, you might be able to afford more than you think. This isn't about sacrifice, it's about strategy. The goal isn't to live with less, it's to live freer. And myth number four, I'll never actually be mortgage free, so why try? That's defeatist and usually wrong. Most people just never try because they don't think that the small changes will make such a big difference. So let's bring this to life with a quick story. A client of ours, who's a single mom, 2 kids, and a steady job, she made just one change. She switched her monthly payments to accelerated bi-weekly payments. That one move shaved 5 years off of her mortgage. Then she started increasing payments just by 10% per year. In the end, she paid off her mortgage 9 years early and saved $60,000 in interest. You don't need a windfall or a 6-figure salary, you need a plan. And here's how you start. Step number 1, check your amortization schedule. It'll show you exactly how your payments are being split between interest and principal. That's just your baseline. Step number 2, call your lender. Ask, do I have prepayment privileges? Find out if you can increase payments, make a lump sum payment, or switch to accelerated bi-weekly payments. Step number 3, make a move. Don't overthink it. Even an extra $50 a month can make a real big difference. So look, the biggest win comes from consistent small actions. That's true from wealth, health, and paying off your mortgage. Whether you choose to be mortgage-free in 15 years or 25 years, it's totally up to you. But at least now you have the tools to choose. If you found this helpful and you're serious about getting ahead financially, especially when it comes to your mortgage, I drop videos every week breaking down Canadian mortgage strategies, real estate tips, and how to build wealth without fluff. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so that you never miss a chance to learn something that could save or make you thousands. Thanks for watching.